mean, it's still stuck on that screen. But hey, y'all.
Hey,
what's
everybody.
up? Happy Monday. I can't hear nothing. Oh, there we go. Hey, y'all.
I said Monday. I was going to go upstairs and check.
It's ladies' night. What up, ladies?
Hey, ladies.
Shout out to the ladies that is on camera. Shout out to our producer / engineer / comments moderator, Moon. I am Sky. Welcome to a Slice of the Potty Pie ladies' night. What's up? Gerald is watching. And John is being creepy. This week I got Brandy right here with me to the right.
Hey, everybody.
And I got Chardonnay to the left. Yeah. And I got one more person that's coming up. So, ladies, introduce yourselves. Tell the people something about you.
Hey. I'm Chardonnay, also known as Purple Cheeks. I'm just glad to be off on today. Mm-hmm. And I got to enjoy the day with my girls all day with some movies.
All right.
Yeah. Happy holidays. My name is Brandy, and I bake cookies. I'm going to keep it short.
Does it?
And they bomb too.
What up, I'm Moon? You know what I'm saying? I'm just out here working and, trying to do what I do. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know, y'all can follow me on Instagram, follow me on Booksy, all that.
Booksy?
Yeah, I'm on Booksy.
What's up, Gerald? Joe say, hey, ladies.
Hello.
Hey, Lou. All right, so this is a good topic, right? So with all these lists that's out, right? What's not a good date? What's a bad first date? All this shit. I am wondering about standards. Okay, because we all have standards.
Mm-hmm. As we should.
Yeah, as you should. But over the years, have your standards changed? Have you bent your standards? And if you have adjusted your standards, has it been a good thing or a bad thing? And like I said, the main reason, ladies, is because women don't want to go to Applebee's. They don't want to go to Chili's. They don't want to go to Cheesecake Factory. They don't want to go to no chain.
Knowing that that's what they've been at, but them influencers is telling them they need to go elsewhere.
They want people, and that's what it seems like in our age group, right? So to me, we got a nice little range of age groups. Do y'all mind saying how old y'all are?
I'm 35.
I'm 30.
And I'm 42. So we got a nice spectrum of 30 to 42, right? Mm-hmm. In a different day and age of us growing up, dating, coming of age, being where we are now. With that shift, what do y'all think? What is it with y'all standards? Like, tell the people.
I think just gonna spend all this money on you, then date those type of people.
Date what you're looking for.
Date what you're looking for. Date within your age and your money bracket.
It's hard to say because I was raised to have the standard of everybody ain't perfect, right? And everybody's not gonna come with everything right away.
Right.
So it was like, do you meet a person where they are and take them for who they are because they're genuine? Mm-hmm. No matter what it is, as long as they got that effort and they're genuine. Mm-hmm. Do you take that? If they ain't got nothing else, do you take that? Mm-hmm. So it's like, that's how I was raised. It was like, well, if they genuine, you take that. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so many bullshit people in the world. Mm-hmm. It's like when you get some real shit, you hold on to it and then figure the rest out together.
Absolutely.
So them the standards I was raised on. And that was when I first started dating, 18, 20. Now that I'm 30, it's like,
yeah. We know how
life is life, and you know what I'm saying? Life is life, and so it's like, okay, yes, you genuine, and I fuck with you, fuck with me. It's a lot of bullshit people in the world, but it's a lot of bullshit going on.
Yeah.
So how long can you rely on you a good person? So it's like standards are changing, but not too much. I'm still looking for genuine. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But we got to figure the rest out now.
I got to get maybe a different.
We got to figure it out now. If it ain't already figured it out, we got to figure it out now because we getting older.
It all started with the foundation.
Exactly.
You have to set your foundation and, like you said, your standards of how you want to come into a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
When me and my mate started dating, we set a standard of where we was talking for 6 months before anything, even before we even met up.
Mm-hmm.
Talk for 6 months, and then we probably like dated for like 2.5, 3 months, and then we're like, okay, I like where this is going.
Mm-hmm.
But this was the first time I felt like I really got a chance to know who I was talking to. And I was still intrigued with them 2-3 months in, where it usually is cut off 4 months in. Like, I'm done with this person.
Right,
You just
on to the next.
on to the next. Like, okay, why are you still here? And I don't want you breathing my air.
I would say the biggest standard for me now is like your willingness to grow. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because
Yes.
it's like
Yeah.
you can get to it, grow fast,
Yeah.
and we learn from your mistakes and figure it out.
Work together to make it better.
Exactly. Yeah. So,
I think I had, so when I started dating, when I became separated before I got divorced, was that I had a type, right? You had three requirements to date. And so my 3 requirements, I had an age, a height, and a skin tone requirement.
Dang.
And
That's a skin tone.
Skin tone. You know, I liked what I liked. And it was a preference, right? And it was nothing against that. Like, I've dated, you know, outside of that preference. I was with outside of that preference, but that was just the preference. And so that was the preference that I led with Dylan. Did I go outside that preference? Hell yeah, a lot.
Sure.
Especially when it came to the height. Especially when it came to the height.
What were your preferences?
So you had to be taller than me.
Okay.
You had to be older
That
than
ain't
me.
hard.
Thanks. It's okay though. A little bit might. Right?
The little ones got fight.
Little bit might.
So you have to be taller than me. You have to be older than me. I prefer the light skinned man. Like, you have to be light, like my color.
You got 1 out of 3.
Facts. Like, if anybody know the story, I told him you only need 2 out of the 3 today. No, 1.
1.
Yeah, he only met 1.
Taller
Okay.
than you.
He was taller than me. So immediately he wasn't my type. Immediately. Out the gate, and I was honest about it. I didn't, to make him take me on 15 million dates, talk to me, court me. Like, I'm not gonna waste your time. I definitely don't want you to waste my time, because I'm already in the middle trying to figure some shit out. It just ain't gonna work. And this nigga just was like, I'm everybody type.
That's right, Sean.
But I've always tried to stay within the 2 of the 3. You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as you were older than me and taller than me, I'm cool. I could be a little bit flexible. Or, you know, and it was always like, I never dated an ex. That was a standard. Like, if you were an ex, that was it. I wasn't going back. I bet that standard with my ex-husband, and it was a train wreck. It was a train wreck. You know what I'm saying? Blessed to have my son, but it was a train wreck. That was a standard that I went back on. So it's like, you know, I think with standards, it's okay for us to set them. Let's test them. And maybe step without them. Because you set this fucking standard, test it. Like, I don't mind a growing man or a growing woman. You know what I'm saying? As long as you are working towards something better. And I'm not saying, or if you're saying, no, I like my career. This is the job that I'm in. And I like this job and I'm going to grow within this job. That's fine. But if you create a mundane life for yourself, don't make me mundane. Like, have y'all met me? Ain't nothing mundane about it.
Right.
Absolutely not. You have to aspire to do more.
Yes.
You know, where I was at 18, where I was at 25, where I'm at 35 was not where I started at.
Yes. Yes.
Whether it's career-wise, whether it's relationship, kids-wise,
yes.
You have those stages where you change and you have to grow. And I think anybody that's on this world and think they're not supposed to change is not living life right.
Girl, say that again.
You can't. Absolutely not.
I agree with that.
What's the one thing that's constant in life? Change.
Can't avoid it.
Absolutely not.
Ain't no way around it.
Well, we ain't got a lot of comments right now. You know, it's just everybody saying what up. Yeah, Shantae, Erica, you know, Gerald.
I got a question though.
Who else? Chardonnay. Oh, you right.
I'm right.
Erica made a comment.
I said Erica. She said she couldn't hear us.
She said never kept up with the Joneses.
Oh shit, I didn't even see that. But I seen it now though.
Them 4 eyes, and you couldn't see that.
I ain't see it. All I see is she said she couldn't hear us at first. So.
Oh, I didn't even see that part. Oh, there you go. Oh, can't hear y'all. Okay.
I can hear you though.
Okay, cool.
So we talking about like
You got to speak up, G.
Okay, I'm sorry. We talking about standards, but we talking about like right now what we expect from the person. Now, their focus seems to be what are we doing while we're dating? Like, how are you dating me? How are you courting me? How important is that versus what we talking about now? Like, what you expect from that person? Like, are you willing to grow? Are we, you know what I'm saying?
So what do you mean by like
What's
how
more
are you
important?
dating me? How are you?
Yeah, how you courting me? Like, what we doing? What we going? Like y'all was saying. They talking about they don't want to go to Applebee's, but Applebee's, you went to Applebee's before. So why now is it more important if you go to Applebee's or Steak 48?
Right.
When you
and
first
17.
Right, 17, or I mean dating period. If you're really trying to figure out if this is somebody worth dating, why do it matter where you go? I understand effort is important, but if you in the stage of trying to figure out
if you even like this person.
Right.
Yeah.
The courting is, I don't know, I feel like the order of operations is like out of whack maybe.
And I agree with that. Like, I think I remember dating, and I've dated when I was out dating. So I dated men that worked in high paying 6-figure jobs, and I've dated guys that were hustling all at the same time. Okay, and so I went from a range of guys taking me to Weber or Steak 48. You can't really take me to a steak restaurant because I don't eat red meat. So you have to impress me in different ways.
Okay.
Take me somewhere else. I've been to those restaurants. At the time, I was like in my under 35. You know what I'm saying? 34, 35 years old. So it's like I've lived in Chicago my whole life. What you want to do? And you have to make it different. You don't have to take me to 1,000 different restaurants. But if you do, take me somewhere different. You drive me here, drive me there.
Give me the experience.
Mm-hmm. Like I had a guy take me to a Jamaican restaurant where we could sit and eat, and it was on like 70 something. And it was a cool date, you know what I'm saying? Like all these people with these standards that can't eat at places like this probably would have turned their nose up. And initially I was like, boy, you got me what the fuck is this?
I probably would have ran too.
You know what I'm saying? Like I was like, nah, nigga, do you see what I got on? But that's why I'm always okay, give me about a hint of where we're going. So I'm always overdressed, but let me dress
right
for where I'm going. So I was like, okay, cool. Let me switch to my gym shoes in the back. Mm-hmm. I was flexible. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I dated a guy who 6 figures. He took me downtown. We went to a seafood restaurant and we had a really good time and ate really high priced seafood. I was dressed really nice and valet service. You know what I'm saying? And he had really good conversation too. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Then I met someone and he was just out of something new, figuring out his life and figuring out where he was going. And he was really good too. So it was just like, I don't understand this whole demandingness. Like, yes, set a standard for yourself by all means.
Absolutely.
You ain't gonna waste my time. You ain't gonna waste my energy.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
You ain't gonna disturb my peace.
There you go.
We really
and you ain't gonna take me anywhere. Now you might be able to ask me to meet you here and there. And this is my city, so I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? But you still ain't gonna take it. If I walk in a place and I don't like the vibe and I don't like how I feel, I'm checking the fuck out. Yeah. I drive myself to everywhere. Because if we're not rocking with each other for like 6 months, I don't need you to come pick me up. I need to leave when I'm ready. That's how I did it. Like, and I expect these women expect these men to come pick you up, and I get it. I expect you to have a vehicle or working towards one. But I don't expect you don't have to drive a Tesla. You know what I'm saying? It was more so for me like your character. Y'all are demanding all of this without talking about character. And so when you get a man that can give you all this and he treats you like shit, like baby girl, you wanted to be a dad.
Right.
You know, he treats you like money. He treats you like he bought you. He has an expectation that you need to show up this way and behave that way. And he would treat you as such.
Yeah.
and it's a lot of women that don't mind being put in that window and having that coldness. I just ain't one of them.
It don't seem fun. It sounds miserable.
It's not.
Actually.
It's not. I've never had that. I feel like, truthfully, I felt like my standards started happening over the last couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
Before then, I think with abandonment issues and things like that, or just wanting love in a sense, I accepted a lot of things that I knew I was too good for.
Yep.
So I accepted the people that still lived at home with their mamas, couldn't even fill out a resume, sometimes didn't have no job, or just playing the field or whatever. You know, after a while, you get tired of that because you're like, okay, I'm pouring all my love into you, or I want you to feel that I have your back, and then after a while, you start resenting the person because I'm giving more than you're giving me.
Yep.
And it's because you can't, and it's because I didn't expect that of you to begin with. So how could you?
Mm-hmm. And then years go on. Now you got an expectation that you want this person to be something that they never was.
And they probably showed you too, right away.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I had my child's father. He told me out the gate, he was like, hey, we can have kids, but I don't want marriage. I don't want this. I don't want that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, he was one of the few that was real upfront, besides who I'm dating now, was real upfront with expectations, even with that concern. And my mind, like most women, was like, I can change you. I can be everything you want me to be, or everything you need me to be. And that's going to make you change for me.
Yep.
A man ain't going to change unless he want to change.
There you go. And people always have this assumption that he'll change who he wants to. No, it is not no who. He going to change.
When he ready.
Exactly.
Exactly. When he wants to. When he see fit. People change when they see fit for something to change in them. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times we demand you change, or we put in work to mold people into what we want them to be. Because I think women really have a romanticized view of love. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? We have the princess view.
Yep.
We were taught that a man would come, and in the end, love makes everything okay.
Right, make it out better.
You know what I'm saying? But then you look at movies like, what's love got to do with it? And it's like, oh, love is hard.
It brings you back to reality. Like, wait a minute now. Do I want
But it don't have to be that hard.
Exactly.
It don't have to be that
but
hard.
We're taught that somebody going to ride down on a horse. Mm-hmm. And at the end, this man going to help us make everything all better. And we're going to ride off into the sunset, and the rest of our life will be happily ever after.
But you know what? They never showed the men needing us. They never showed us how much they do. But it's like we really need each other. And it was always the women, like, what they portrayed to us anyway.
We were being the damsels in distress.
Right.
It's like, it's really a balance, though, if you got two people, the right two people.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. It's never 50-50.
Yeah.
It's never. Because, like, how can you level out every single day? Like, I'm going to need more from you one day. You're going to need more from me one day. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. If friendships ain't never 50-50, it's a give or take. You just want I always say you just want somebody that pours. Yeah. Like, we should be pouring.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And as long as we pouring, like, you can never measure how much somebody is giving you as long as they're giving. And you're always going to be comfortable giving of yourself. Because you got somebody equally giving to you or giving as much. Like, I had a friend check on me that I don't think hasn't checked on me ever before, just randomly checked on me. And I'm like, damn, gee, thanks. Like, right. I appreciate you asking me. And to be honest, you know what I'm saying?
Surprise you a little bit.
Like, yeah. Because I am the person that checks on everybody. And then I think I sort of this year, with the passing of my little sister, I just really shifted to just taking a step back and realize, like, I can't check on people when I'm not okay. You know what I'm saying? So just take a step back and be not okay and allow yourself to be poured into, because you are a pour. Like, it's my job to pour.
Absolutely. Most women are. We're nurturers. That's what we give our all to, whether it's job, house, family, husband, partner. That's friends. That's what we do.
Yep. Consistently.
So Gerald said most of them can't afford that false standard on their own. Rashad, what's up, Rashad? He joined. He said, "What up, everybody?" And Jamira is watching. What's up,
Hey,
Jamira?
Hey, Mirror. What up, girl?
I just like to say shout out to Delish Cookies.
Oh, thank you.
You know what I'm saying? We gonna, you know what I'm saying, put up if y'all want some gourmet cookies, you know.
Let me get
She
you
do
right.
everything from strawberry crunch cookies to banana
Cream.
pudding,
Man,
cream
turtles.
cookies, turtles,
Lemon.
Delish cookies. You could find her on Facebook at Delish Cookies.
Instagram.
Yeah.
We gonna do that at the end too.
Okay. And if you need a massage, Charnay got you. You know.
Yes, Velvet Embrace.
And then if you need some life coaching, you know, Sheila got you. You know what I'm saying?
She gonna get you right and tell you about yourself in the same sentence.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I
You
had
know
to do-
it's you. It's you.
Hey, I'm telling y'all right now, when y'all come on, y'all are sponsors. So
This the sponsor group, basically.
That works,
John
that
just
works.
introduced you to your sponsors.
I had to pay some bills real quick.
Thanks, I really feel like you just did that. So it's shot o'clock. Everybody get your drinks ready. Get your drinks together.
Gerald say them cookies are dangerous.
You sound like him saying it.
delicious.
All right, so this is to having flexible standards. Enough to recognize what you need.
Absolutely.
Make it work for
Cheers.
yourself.
Cheers. Salute. Ooh, because that's
I say fuck standards.
What?
No, I can I get in on a conversation?
I don't know, because I had got checked and dumped on the last time I jumped in on a conversation.
See, I'm asking. You didn't ask.
Dang.
Okay.
Come on.
Well, I mean, I just wait, hold on, let me turn y'all down in my ear.
Turn me down in my headphones.
Yeah, turn them shits down. No, I just felt like standards are funny.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why I say standards are funny because nobody stays the same.
Mm-hmm.
You could check all the boxes. Like, prime example, I wasn't her type. I didn't meet her criteria. You see what I'm saying? But once she got to know me, she was like, "Oh shit."
Yeah.
So, what is the point of standards for real?
Okay, can I say this though? Standards when dating is necessary. Because I'm not gonna hold you. You didn't meet the standard to date me, right? It just so happened that on accident and by whatever fate decided, that I had to talk to you. Like this has to be a union that was a must at the time that it needed to be a must. And I agree with it. But at the time you were able to show me who you were. But I think to have a standard in order to just initially date, right? Not this whole no, this, and that. Like, I'm not going to hold you on the first date. Do not take me through a drive-through. I agree to that. Unless we had spent the day outside. So say we went to the beach. We went to the zoo.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We hung up. We did a picnic. We run through a drive-through. I'm Gucci with that. You know what I'm saying? Don't plan on taking me to the drive-through because I want to sit down and talk to you and I'm not going to your house to do it.
Exactly.
No, if it's nice outside, we go through the drive-through, pick up
That's what
food, and
she
then go and sit somewhere else.
That's what she said. If you're already outside, but don't.
I think if you plan a picnic, let's have a conversation about the menu, and we'll go from there. And more than likely, I'll be like, "Hey, go pick up some Subway sandwiches."
Look, sometimes
picnic though. You talking about the drive-through?
motherfuckers ain't got it like that.
You don't have to have it for a picnic. You like the drive-through. Go sit in the grass. Make some sandwiches.
That's true.
Man, I go to the drive-through and then go and sit on the grass. Maybe I was rushing. I ain't had time to make no sandwiches.
Okay, all right, you got it.
I ain't had no time to make no sandwiches.
I mean, I'm
Then
just
they
saying,
gonna ask you what was the thought.
See, because that's what I believe is most important.
It is.
It's not about what you can do or how you can do it. It's the thought behind it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to get courted too. You know what I'm saying? Women want to get treated equally. Well, fucking pay for my meal. Buy me a motherfucking drink.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Why I can't get that? Why I can't be courted?
So this is why I'm gonna tell you this flat out. Men that demands that a woman pay for some shit for them is a red flag due to the fact that we've already dealt with niggas that claimed that they could take care of us and we took care of them. And so off back, we need to we might understand where we know where we stand at financially. I need to see where your pocket's at. Cause I've already dealt with somebody who could not stand on their own financially and who could not stand on their own 2 feet and even take me through a drive-through. So when you off back tell, I'm gonna court you, don't get it twisted. But you ain't gonna off back make no demands on what I'm gonna do for you when you want to sit here and beat your chest and say I'm a man. And then essentially a man protects and provides. So you gonna show me that you can provide first, and then I got you. But if you come out the door needing me to provide for you, that's a red flag. To you, that's not providing, but it is to women.
No. I'm saying I ain't demanding shit. But it would be nice if one time motherfuckers be like, you know what, don't even trip, I got it. And don't get it twisted, because it's women out here that act like they got it and they ain't got shit. They still live with their mama in the motherfucking
on Section 8.
On Section 8, right next door to
Section 8.
I wish I had
and right next door,
their
bedroom is right next door to their mama. And you know what they tell me is they are a media influencer. They got 3 followers across all 50 platforms.
Damn.
And look.
And they look at me. They look at what I'm driving. They look at how I'm dressed. They look at, you know what I'm saying, my appearance and appear that I have it, and they want me to take care of them instantly.
Is this
so
new?
it's a 2-way street right there.
But this ain't new. That shit been happening. It's bitches like that from high school that attach themselves to basketball players, upcoming basketball players. Yep. It's females like that in high school that get pregnant by the known dude. This ain't new. This culture of attaching yourself to someone that's well off is not new. They've been doing this since they could be doing this. We know about it. So, as in all places, everybody needs standards. If you got a woman that's shouting from the mountaintop what you got to do from her, yes, you need to check her shit, check her credentials. Make sure that job she claims she go to, that bitch actually worked there. Go through her Facebook page. See, this is the thing. Not all men don't do their fucking job and do their work. They see something that is appeasing to the eyes and they don't investigate that shit. And then they get in that shit and the shit be fucked up. They don't pay attention to no warnings. Exactly. And they get mad when women are vocal about the fact that that's what they do. They're saying, I'm looking into your background. I'm looking at what you do. And based off of all this shit, nigga, based off of your baby mama consistently for the last 7 years on your Facebook because you a broke ass nigga and you got picky back from Auntie Piggy and him. But no, you are not to my standard. And
but
then your
you can't
mama
always go off of socials. You can't date people off of their socials.
No, but you
because a lot of people. Yeah, you can pay attention. You can, we women, we investigators first, okay?
Yeah.
I'm not saying that, but a lot of people get on social. It's a facade.
But if it's the same message ongoing, I can say his baby mama might have got on social, did some bogus shit, but guess what? Since we've been together, not a man post. Not a man post.
It all
not
depends on the person.
One post. No, she the most of it, baby. Her. If the devil was a female, the devil wears Prada.
Dang.
Knock off.
Not nan post. Not nan. I was pissed off at my ex-husband about a lot of shit. You won't find one post.
No.
See, you know who you dealing with.
Yeah.
Pay attention. Investigate.
Who
the fuck that is. You know what I'm saying? It's too much for us to not be able to investigate and see people's background and to see things. Welcome. Come on, you got the chef right here next to Chardonnay.
Get her drink.
You got your drink?
Of course I do.
See? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can have standards, but men have to do their homework too. And a lot of men don't do their homework to shut down a whole lot of bullshit. We all get lost in the sauce. They get lost in the sauce, we get digmatized.
Definitely.
Shit.
Definitely.
Don't let that shit, that stirring be good. I done got lost in some sauce. Shit.
It'd be hard to come up out there.
Baby,
it'd be like, dang, I'll pay your rent. No, I ain't even got it like that way.
Come on with your garbage bag and PlayStation.
Hey, now. I done lived out of garbage bag with my PlayStation shoes.
and all your Jordans. And all these
Hold on now. You got me through
Hey,
life.
Actually late. I had trouble.
So we're gonna go through the comments.
Yes.
Carol say those cookies are dangerous. Jameer said, "What up, cookie lady? The
Okay,
bomb on the
okay.
sweet treats."
Look at you get your verification.
She said, Jameer said, "You gotta have standards for how you want things you're involved in to be. For example, being a boss, you have to have standards on how you want your business to run right.
Yes.
Ain't nothing wrong with Section 8.
Yeah.
If I could get it.
It's something wrong with Section 8 that I can't get it.
My mama been on the list.
Mine. I'm a little pissed off about
My mama been on the list since I was born. They send her updates. I'm like, how? How they send you update letters? Ain't never got called.
Shantae said, "Wait a minute, don't do Section." Okay, we ain't doing Section 8.
Baby, look.
I want Section 8 and link.
Oh, man. Just give me my link.
You my link back.
Much grocery time.
Boy, you my link
Jameer
back.
said, she commented to Shantae, she said, "Wishing they had it too." You goddamn right.
Not garbage bag and PlayStation.
But I think even if you have those type of things, you're saving money. You should be saving money in other ways.
But you should, this is the thing, even if you have those type of things, never, I don't dumb down my nose on anybody on Section 8. Like, let's be clear. Like, if I could get it, I would. If I can Section 8 out this house and get something else, I will.
I do.
Like,
I do.
I don't. But let me finish my statement because this is my platform. Thank you. No, if you have those, don't thumb down your nose at somebody else that's working on bringing themselves up. I.e., don't be mad that a man take you to Applebee's or Chili's. It's fine to have a standard for yourself, but never forget where you're getting assistance or where your help comes from, right? Ain't that what we're taught? We're all taught. Never forget where your help comes from. And so when we look down at other people, like I don't never down my nose at nobody. Because if even the homeless man under the bridge, I'm one step away from being there. I can be there. Anything can happen to my life that can take me there. So I don't never look down on nobody. So when people be like, my 19-year-old and her boyfriend go to what's the little place with the chicken strips that she like? Raising Cane's for a date night. Okay.
But that's
what you're supposed to do. To me, yeah.
Raising Cane's is expensive shit.
Take your ass, get that motherfucker $9.99, $3 You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying?
Like it's to look down your nose and say, "Oh, because you're here, you should want somebody to be a little bit. You should want to be higher than where you at, right? Mm-hmm. We should all want to be more than where we are, right? Growth. We should strive to be better. But to be like, oh, you're just there and you're still trying.
I got something to say though. It's like I understand that part, right? But I'm talking about I don't put my nose down on nobody, but it's you. I look at you sideways if you just happy being on Section 8, like you're not trying to go nowhere. It's people that do that too.
I feel that. Or you on Section 8 and then you out. You know what I'm saying? False like you gotta that when designer this, designer that.
People like, cause this bitch over here didn't have none of that.
What I'm saying, it's motherfuckers out there. It's motherfuckers
it
out there
definitely
like
is
that.
because those are those ones that honestly, and not to look down, but the system with government assistance is actually changing now because you have so many people now that's abusing it. Mm-hmm. Here it is, me. Yeah, I have 2 grown children, but we all help each other. Mm-hmm. I'm also helping my daughter with her son. So I only make so much.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Even though I am working at a hospital now, I am making more money than I've ever made. Mm-hmm. I still struggle.
Yeah, everything else going up.
You know, like right now. And then like even right now, when you're on Section 8, the shit that these motherfuckers is asking for,
they want your
from
whole life.
Section 8
they want your whole life.
No, these are the landlords from Section 8 tenants.
It's
you
a
still
struggle.
want their credit score to be
Exactly.
XYZ.
They want
Okay,
your
if this
whole
what it was,
life.
motherfucker, I wouldn't be on Section 8.
That's true.
You know
But
what I'm
that's
saying?
because of the abuse of it. Because I have
and
a
because
friend who
absolutely
is a landlord, and she had a tenant, and baby, look, we used to beat the shit out of this woman, and she abused the hell out of the system, and we could not fathom like why abuse it, why be this bad of a tenant, why be this bad of a person. But with anything that you have, any system, any place that anything that's in place to help people, people will find a way to abuse it and make it bad.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? It's just to bring it back. It's just the fact that we tend to be like, oh, you're less than because you ain't got the next pair of J's or the Balenciaga, which those shoes are hideous, or Balenciagas
I am
or
going to say
whatever.
this when it comes to Section 8. Yeah, granted, you have these women that keep having children, and they own it. Guess what? Yeah, they rent $5, $10, $200, $100. The more you make, the more you gotta pay out of your portion.
Yeah.
So before I ended up leaving out of my last house, I was at $700 a month.
Mm-hmm.
Because why? I am now at the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, everybody think, I wish I could pay $35. No, it's not that.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that. It go based off your
and
income.
you got to remember, rent now is $2,100, $2,400, $1,200, $1,200, $1,800. Rent ain't no more just $700.
No,
like rent ain't the '90s and the early 2000s.
Not if you want a decent area.
And it's not. So
that part is true.
Even if you got these higher standards, that's why I say I never because I know some people close to me, and it's like, look, if y'all get a 5-bedroom voucher, but man, like, you know what I'm saying? Because of the fact that you can help somebody, I understand why the standards are so high.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's just one thing where a standard is high. So that's what we're saying. Back to standards being high. Because my standard have been high, right? When it comes to dating and being able to, I know we have to decipher the creeps from the creepers. And that's the reason why we create these uphill battle of a standard, right? But I think if we pay attention to what the fuck we dealing with, we wouldn't need these outlandish ass standards. Instead of being with, even though that he talking to other girls. and with your younger years, because I'm 42, we got 30, we got 35. 42. In my younger years,
y'all look good.
I didn't know girls was no damn 40. I keep forgetting. I keep forgetting it is 42 with you too.
Yes.
I forget that you still in your 30s. And I honestly thought you was 27, but I should know better. So she was like 30. I was like, I thought we was bringing from the 20s to the 40s, but I was wrong on that part. But no, in being younger and making foolish mistakes, I think we poured into our daughters this outlandish standard, plus what they see on social media. Right. I just seen a prom send off of a girl who had a whole princess council.
The Cinderella.
Yes. Oh, and they did the bippity boppity boop on her.
They did. So my daughter was saying that she pulled it up. So I think this in particular high school did a Disney thing.
Oh,
wow. Yeah, I think I heard.
Yeah, they did that, but at her house, honey, they built the castle.
They went out for her for sure.
Yeah, she had a whole, and in my mind it looked like a wedding. And I was like, oh, well, I hope she get married. Like, I hope you make it to a higher standard than your prom center.
These prom centers is a motherfucker.
So kind of, we're gonna probably get off topic a little bit, but because of a lot of people not being able to, our goals in life, or most people goals in life was, they say college, if that's for you. Marriage, babies, house,
mine was
dog,
graduate high school with no kids.
But that's what the standard.
Yep.
So most people nowadays, we celebrate, I feel like, smaller accomplishments.
I because our kids are not making it to the college.
Them big things that we strive for.
Somebody told me that the life expectancy now is like 60.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's true.
I remember my boss telling me when I hit 35, right? He told me, he's like, I think you're having a midlife crisis. And I was like, midlife? I'm freaking 35, my dude. Like, I'm going to live longer than 70. And he was like, no, it's a possibility you won't.
Damn.
And I was like, well, fuck you.
It's the earth we live on.
I'm living to 100.
No,
But when
it's
you
not
think
happening.
about it, I think our generation didn't have a lot of those accomplishments. You know what I'm saying? We saw in the 90s the living different color, the different worlds, the Cosby Show,
Yeah.
and we had a mindset of go get that goal.
Yeah.
And then we graduated from high school. It was like, oh fuck, wait, this is where we going to?
Right.
So a lot of us didn't go. We had like I said, my goal was to graduate high school with no kids because my mom had me when she was 16. My auntie had her daughter in high school. No, I think fresh out of high school. My uncle, like it was so many people. So for me, it was like, let me get out of high school, not be pregnant. Boom, my sister walks across the stage, waddling and pregnant. So it's like the standards have moved to something different. And I think when it comes down to what we have individually in our own villages, because it takes a village, you got to switch the message. Like you don't have to go to college, but you got to do more. You ain't got to leave when you 18, but you got to be doing something. Whereas we were so quick at 18, you grown and you got to go.
That's how we felt.
And then now we all just not learning financial freedom.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying? About credit. When you 18, 19, you don't know none of that. So they say a credit card offer. Hell yeah, credit
card, loans, student loans.
I got a credit card in January when I was a senior in high school. By fucking June, it was maxed out. It was $1,000. I never paid off that credit card. Hell yeah. I never paid. And my mother told me like, well, if you get it, you know what I'm saying? Because she didn't know. Whereas now I'm telling my daughter, like, throw that shit in the garbage.
Yeah. Well, you have to have some credit.
Yeah.
You have to have some credit.
Yeah.
And
But you don't need it at 18, that's for sure.
Not when you ain't responsible enough to pay it off.
Yeah, because
I
remember them letters coming in. Like, oh, you about to go off to college? Here's a credit card.
Yeah.
Like,
when you get on campus, they got credit cards.
But we have to start it younger. They say, like, now let's do the financial freedom of getting our kids on as an authorized user on our cards, building up their credit. So when they get to that point, like, hey, yeah, I'm passing this to you. You have a debit card. You have this. You have that in place. So they know, like, don't just go out there.
But you got to have that knowledge, too. So you can't depend on somebody to be able to take you to what's it, State 48 when you don't understand how to manage State 48 money.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? You can't express.
But I feel like I feel like us sitting here, so I can't speak for everybody. Yeah. But I feel like us sitting here know that.
Yes.
Yeah, but that's everybody don't because my mom.
Treat me one good time.
My mom tried to set me up like that. She
I don't
had
need
a
to go
credit card. She gave me a debit card on her credit line. She didn't talk to me though. So I was out here swiping.
Just
Swipe it away.
But she was like, give me that shit back. But she didn't tell me though. She just gave it to me like, okay, I feel like I can trust you with this. And I was like, okay, cool. Me too. Until I'm driving around, I need some gas. Let me go and swipe this.
Mm-hmm. I need some shoes.
Right.
I had access to, so back in the day, you
need that conversation.
You didn't need a lot of ID for stuff. And so the local bank knew me and knew my mama. And I would cash my checks through her account and put money in her account. So I would go and take money out of her account. And the bank teller would let me. But my name wasn't on her account. You know what I'm saying? I would be like, oh, I need $50. Oh, I need $60. And so one time she was like, there's withdrawals from my account and I don't go to the bank. And I'm like, when? And so she told me, I was like, oh, that was me. And she said, well, what the fuck are you doing? I was like, I thought I could just do that. And she was like, no, it ain't let you. And I was like, they know me. Miss Judy, Miss Edith, Helen. Oh, she was heated. She told them, don't they ever again. Nah. I think it was like, it turned into like South Suburban Bank or something.
Oh,
it was literally like a bank that was in Dalton.
They had the right idea.
Yeah, that was right on Chicago Road by the movie theater.
Exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, right on Chicago Road by the movie theater. So we lived up the street. They knew me. She was so pissed off. She was like, "Oh hell no! Get all your money out of my account."
But your money wasn't you just taking out your money?
Did your mom talk to you
about what?
how to handle the
Nope,
account.
I got talked to
So-
about sex
They
and babies.
exactly.
Anybody
So
else?
They had the right idea,
I
but
got
they
that
didn't give us
from
no
none of that.
knowledge on it.
That's
You ain't get talked to about sex and babies?
No, I
that
didn't
needs to
talk
be
to
a
about
platform.
sex,
I got
babies,
I
period.
got this
Nothing.
for sure.
Nothing.
Really?
Nothing.
I didn't get the financial freedom talk because back in the day I ain't deal with shit but cash, so I didn't care about credit.
Mm-hmm.
I always felt if I could go and buy it in cash, that meant I ain't need it right now.
Yeah.
So
I heard
it
that
was
a lot.
like,
Yeah.
credit, fuck credit. It wasn't until I got grown, it was like, oh.
Credit control your life.
Credit was like, oh, okay. So I do need credit at some point to start some shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I really like, all they have to tell me is shit drop off your shit in 7 years. That's
No.
it was over with.
It's not okay.
That's not the only thing.
That's a long time.
That's a real long
She's
time.
like,
It's you know what? When you young, it's not a long
It's not a
time.
long time.
When you get older,
It's
it's a long fucking time. A
You
year.
be looking at stuff like, well,
Yes.
I be stalking
Like,
crazy.
so this, I did this in 2000 and what?
So in my
Be like,
20s, I
Yes.
ran it up. By the
Yep.
time I was in my 30s, I
That
was
shit
still-
dropped off. Yep.
Lord.
When you're younger and you just living, you not thinking like, but when they give you that 7 years, don't let you be 20. Oh, I plan on settling down in my 30s anyway.
Oh,
Run it up.
Hard. That's when it get hard.
When my auntie told me that credit card dropped off in 7 years, I said, for real? She was like, yeah. I'm like, then they'll get their money. I had a car repossessed. They'll get it.
So, Shamira got a question. Shamira said, what standards have you set in your relationship within the lifestyle?
Ooh. Why you looking at me?
Oh,
This is lifestyle corner.
like that.
She's vanilla. See, this is what I always tell y'all. Okay, like and share, because y'all gotta like and share this live, ladies here. But this is why I say, because we have everybody here.
Yeah.
Not just lifestyle people. Y'all go first, because you know.
You ain't been here, so go ahead. You talk.
Oh,
dang.
Because she tried to tag you in, Cole.
Let
You
me-
saw her.
Okay.
Go ahead, babe.
Okay. So standards within the lifestyle. Anytime that we kind of already know if we're gonna play, who we're gonna play with.
Mm-hmm.
If we haven't had the conversation of like this person's approved, this person not approved. If you can get to me with before it starts, or vice versa, then that conversation has happened. I've had calls like, "Hey, somebody want to give me head? That's cool." I had calls like, "Hey, is it okay for me to play with this person?" Oh, no, okay, So
Yeah.
communication is the biggest thing, definitely. And then also, if we go to parties and play, we always have a recap. So, hey, what was this okay? Was that okay? What was your feelings about the situation that happened?
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like I included you? Do you feel like I spent too much time with someone? Did you enjoy yourself? Was you pleased? Would you do it again? And then we also have our, outside of just the check-ins with the lifestyle, we also have our own check-ins as well. If I'm a little bit more crazier than my mate, I realize. So I have to check in a little bit more.
Most of us is.
He may leave me alone, then I have to come back and be like, dang, I'm just in my own head. But most of the time, it's just like, it's different when you are actually trying to better yourself and realize this is your, like, I felt like I've had relationships before, but I feel like this is my first real adult relationship.
Yeah. Because
And I'm finding out more things about myself that I was able to kind of like let slide because I never stuck with people long enough for them to see that or for me to realize like, oh, okay.
Right.
Sometimes it can be me, but like I said, we have to have those check-ins like, hey, where are we? Because we still have not had no huge argument.
As y'all put it.
Yeah, like we may have disagreements, and I may look at him a certain way, and I'll be like, "Okay, I ain't talking to you until I get my words right." But other than that,
So I don't have no answers, but can I ask questions?
of
Yeah,
All right, so
Hell no.
you're not even over here, buddy.
You're right.
So you said, this feels like your first real adult relationship.
Yes.
What makes it different?
The beginning, so the courtship, because I never had that before.
Okay.
I used to go in, you go in with this idea like, oh, I like you, you like me, I find you attractive.
We go
out, we have, and that's it.
And that was it. We
if
just
I
several at this point.
Exactly. Getting the title and be like, oh, I don't really want your title. I don't even like you like that. And then it's over with.
I'm existential.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
and then, like I said before, I always felt like I held on to people that I knew were no good for me. So it's different working on yourself and knowing that, hey, this person is absolutely good for you. And it's not so much what you have to change, but it's like, are you seeing the whole picture? You, what you do, and what they do. Because we always quick to point the finger.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to point the finger back sometimes as well.
Yep. Yeah.
So.
Yes.
Oh, well, this in particular relationship is new for me altogether. So, as like she was saying, it's totally different from my previous relationship or any other relationships. This young man courted me. He got to know me and everything. So, like, now is working on our communication. We have the communication.
The shit get real. It get real when you get in it.
He, we have that communication. We talk. Cause like I'll get a phone call like, "Hey, babe, so this chick here, she's sexy as shit. So can I?" I'm like, "Let me see her." FaceTime me.
Right.
He'll fade. I'm like, "Yeah, go ahead, baby. Smack her ass for me too." But at the end of the day, it's like everything is different. Like we just had our like. I won't say it was an argument, maybe more of a disagreement. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't a disagreement, it was because I felt some type of way and I didn't. We always do. So
did you know how to say you felt some type of way?
Girl, I didn't say shit till afterwards, okay? I just kind of gave a look like,
Did it just take you a time to process your feelings? That's what I had to step back and process.
No, let me
like, am I tripping or am I not?
No, let me explain. It took more than that. It took more than that. Maybe it took Jesus. Okay, damn. Because I know me, I'm very territorial when it comes to mine, regardless of us being in a lifestyle or not. But I also watched my mate's actions. Mm-hmm. I didn't like his movement. Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay.
How do I deal with the fact that I don't like how you move with it?
Yeah. So I had to contemplate for a couple of days after that. But before we left the hotel, I was like, we're going to have a conversation. He was like, what? What I do? What you mean, babe? Come and tell me. I didn't know. So we going to have a conversation. Yeah. You don't worry, you're pretty good here.
But he over there stressing.
He definitely I wanted him to.
I mean, we don't want to hear that. We're going to have a conversation though.
And you don't. But see, with me, I want him to think like, oh, where did I fuck up at?
Wait, that's not fair.
But no, because he knew he fucked up. Because that Saturday night, I'm sitting here telling him, lay the fuck down, you fucked up. I ain't fucking boy, if you don't lay your motherfucking ass down. Then he was trying to play with another couple, a lesbian couple, that the bitch didn't even like. No, her girl was all into him. Mm. They was kissing, dancing, grinding. She didn't like that shit, but he still wanted to like, get your ass over here.
Pay attention.
You know what I'm saying? Pay attention what's going on. You know what's going on. And he couldn't, because he was so in his head and his head was elsewhere. So I have to get him to, I'm going to need you to breathe. I'm going to need you to check your surroundings. Check the vibe. Check the aura. Stop getting so fucked up.
Yeah. Read the room.
Read the room. You know what I'm saying? But we're working on the communication part. So when I did finally talk to him a couple of days later and I told him in the door, I was like, I don't like the way I felt. You went and partied on Friday. I went to sleep because I was tired. I was running off 3 hours. Mm-hmm. Did you ever come back to the room and check on me?
A call or nothing?
He came back to the room to find the liquor.
Whoa.
So I sat down. And then that next morning, I said, oh, so what did you do? Oh, after the party, we kicked it, and I played with such and such, such and such. And I was like,
did we talk about that? Yeah.
Oh, okay. I said, well, you had fun. I said, so today, you had fun last night, so it's our fun. We're going to do this shit together because we're here together. I want you to remember that.
Mm-hmm.
That shit went completely out the window that night.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, oh, okay. So when I told him, I said, you know what?
That's cool.
I said, if this is what you're going to do, next big event like this, you get your shit, I get my shit. I see you after that weekend. You don't know me and I don't know you. No, babe, I don't. No. That's not what we doing. Because if I had to sit here and walk around and pretend that everything is okay with us, I have a problem with that because I did that previously. I'm not going to do it. And I was literally to the point, I was so irritated with the whole situation, I was finna end it. Because I'm like, I'm not finna deal with this. I dealt with this previous. I'm not finna deal with this. So I said, if this is what you're going to do, you can count me out. And he had to hang up, collect his thoughts. Babe, I'm going to take a step back. Really? You going to take a step back? But you just went out on a date with somebody and then you called me and told me y'all played.
Those conversations needs to be had.
And it does, but I did have the conversation with him before he went on a date with someone. And I told him, I said, okay, so since you said XYZ, I want you to be mindful of what the fuck you just said to me. So he didn't remember that part. So I said, you fucked up.
Yeah.
So
you ain't got selective memory, guys.
It's not just me.
It's not.
He entered the store at 10:59.
But I'm just saying, communication is the key. Like I said, me and his stuff is really, really fresh. So we're
learning each other.
Each other and getting through that, you know. Yeah. But he also know I'm that bitch that will fuck his ass up.
Now,
I'm sorry.
What I was about to say, because I kind of know.
Yeah.
So when we started, even though I was already in the lifestyle, what we did was take a break. So we took a break outside of the lifestyle to get to know us first before we got into the lifestyle.
See, that was lifestyle with each other. That's what we were actually doing once we had met.
Okay.
Like it was just us. You know, or we will go over to Nikki house. We'll kick it, have to do the little intimate, little fun shit that you never know what the fuck's gonna happen. But other than that, it was always just us. So literally, this was the first big event of us as an official couple.
Okay.
So it meant something to me, but it didn't register to him.
Got
Did you tell him it meant something to you?
Yes, I did. Beforehand.
Okay.
I told him.
I'm listening. She laid it all out. I'm listening.
I told him.
Because you know I'm all for the niggas. Because the niggas so I'm my brother's voice when they ain't here. I ain't saying nothing because I can't say nothing. I be wanting to say something. I can't.
But no, I did. I said, baby, guess what? This is our first official, big event, officially as a couple. He was like, oh, I said, this means a lot. Like, I've never been in this situation. I know you are. I just want us to have a good time, but we need to talk. We need to have those conversations. So for somebody, I'm like, I'm the most open-minded motherfucker there is. If you want to play something, you want to bring, you could have brought the bitch back into the room while I was asleep. I would have turned over like, out my sleep, okay? So I'm just saying, like, but I did tell him that ahead of time. But now for him to know that he kind of fucked up that whole little feeling for me because he was in his own shit, it fucked him up.
He's like a kid in a candy shop.
He's always like a kid in a candy shop, though. He's so excited, and I just be like, baby, calm down. It's okay. I might do you not understand? I said, first of all, you are the finest Puerto Rican man in the walk the face of this LA community, okay? Let's get this straight. You know how many motherfuckers that came to me about you? Like, dude, it's okay. You don't need to be like, so bad.
See, okay. I'm gonna have to be like, Chris is my spirit animal because, to be honest, when me and John first started this, so we literally started dating and was lifestyle dating. You know what I'm saying? The whole time we dated. And it was times where it would be just us or more, like we just hung out.
Yeah.
But the summer of 2017, baby, when he say Sawyer Royal, oh, sonny, I was just coming out of my bisexual shell, you know. A sister was experiencing, and John was more so like, it's cool. I'm like, no, and we like her, and her, and her, and her, and her, and her, and jump in line, baby, you too. Like, oh, who else you got, John? John, like, man, you know, because it was new and it was exciting.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
I get it.
And it was
Absolutely.
me experiencing a total different side of ourselves.
Mhm.
And like, I remember we had rules that we had when we were dating, and then dating or dealing with other women. In the lifestyle, like one of our rules was John couldn't. Cause okay, a lot of the women we dealt with women John was
Listen to
dating.
this bullshit. Right?
They were women that John were already seeing. Okay, and he knew that they were bisexual, so it was a plus, right?
Yep.
And he was the first dude to not say when I said I was bisexual. He never said I got somebody, and that's what made it.
That
like,
is awesome.
He was like,
fucking
really?
thing.
I was like, yes. He was like,
Shut
so.
the fuck up. All you gotta do is shut the fuck up.
It shall come.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up, bitch.
That's all they gotta do.
Definitely the last
Wait, what fellas gotta do in order to get a threesome?
Shut the fuck up. Just shut up.
It was a lot of guys, and I've said this numerous times on this podcast. There was a lot of guys that I told out the back that I was bi, and the first thing they said was, "I got somebody," and I was like, "And I'm not interested." You know what I'm
Baby,
saying?
listen, I got pictures. What about her?
Yes.
Oh, nigga, no.
Yes.
What about this one? Nigga, where's your pride and your taste?
It was this chick I was dealing with in Vegas. Then why didn't she give you a threesome? Like, no. So it was so
Check
many.
this out. Shit get deep.
It was so many. So nobody got one. When I told him, he was like, cool. And we just discussed it. So he ended up telling how because John been throwing lifestyle parties, right? John had a group when I met him. Right, SS is John, Dominic, and Crystal group, right? It's always been John, Dominic, and Crystal. She came in on the back end when she became John's girlfriend. That's literally how I got in it. But so he didn't know how to tell me he threw lifestyle parties. And so he took me to a lifestyle party. I had a fantastic fucking time. as I only could have ever imagined in a day of my life. And then I have a lifestyle party group. Okay, we throw parties. Okay, we throw a party next week. That's why I told you I could hang out with you, but you could come. And when I tell you that introduction to the lifestyle, I remember thinking like, I can do this. It was so laid back. I didn't feel pressure. Everybody was super nice. I seen a woman with her leg up in the split on top of a refrigerator getting head. Like, it was one of the most amazing. I got fucked on the kitchen sink. It was great. Okay? It was one of the first events. And then I met this girl. And I was like, some weeks later, so it was this girl at that party. I want to get down with her. Mm-hmm. And so it was a choice from him. You know, he was like, okay, who was it? It was so. Really? She lived up the street. I've been fucking with her for a few months now. I'm like, what? He was like, don't worry about it. I got you. You know what I'm saying? And it went down and we created a really dope friendship. But she had made a comment. She was like, so because I like you and I like him, I'm not going to fuck with you without him. And I was like, really? She was like, yeah, I like the both of y'all. It's not going to happen. But it became one of our rules. Like, anybody we fucked with together, he couldn't fuck with them.
It became one of her rules.
He agreed to it.
I had to oblige.
You didn't have to. You could have said no.
No. I did because see, this me, right? When we talk about standards, right? Because that's what we're talking about. When I met her, she was beautiful.
We gotta.
No, I'm saying at the time. I'm
Okay.
speaking in the sense of time. She was beautiful enough to me to chase her down in the streets. She was. But theoretically, she wasn't somebody that I would court. I would go after. You know what I'm saying? I always dated a different type of woman. But at that point in my life, I needed to change.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I had to switch up something if I wanted a different outcome.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So once we started dating, a lot of shit happened, and I usually be like, what the fuck you gonna do? I mean, I ain't your nigga. You know what I'm saying? If I was your nigga, I'd offer some help, but I ain't your nigga, so... You know, but I felt compelled to be different, to do things different. So I opened myself up more to be there for somebody for a change. You know, and it worked out, thank God. You know what I'm saying? Because if this shit wouldn't have worked, motherfuckers going to court.
Oh my God.
Going to court. We was going to be on Miss Patty Miss Patty, she had used my car for at least 5 months. She wasn't putting no gas in it.
Yes, I was. I did put gas in it all the time.
I need retribution.
Not retribution. I hate
But even with dealing within that, when we were dating other women, we had standards. Like it was the different women we dealt with, the different women we would even entertain. Like it got to a point where it was like, okay, nah, we can move away from just doing something.
I think I'm at that point.
Yeah, like it's no longer.
I think I had seen some shit. I'm like, I know I ain't that drunk yet.
Yeah,
but
Man.
But then I just see this
It be
motherfucker
like
do-
that sometimes.
And I you ever touch that motherfucker again, I'm slap shit out you.
I remember a whole conversation about John. When I say this woman was being, I felt like he was chasing. Like, we don't chase bitches. What the fuck you think this is? Like, I was so mad. Like, I don't even treat you like that. Don't you let no bitch talk to you like that. Who the fuck? Like, I was so mad because John was like, gee, you got this air about yourself, right? And I was gangster. He was driving. And I was like, let me tell you something.
Did you point the finger? Did you point it?
No, because I can't point. I do know how to do my keep my respect in my mom. But you know how you get the gangster look out the side of your face and you be like, we don't never chase down. Like, we ain't them motherfuckers. Oh my God, it was bad. Y'all like chill the fuck out. That's all he ever says, like just chill the fuck out. Like, but that, like, we have to agree. We have to agree on whoever it is. And even our line of communication can be wonky at times because we could literally be saying the same thing and just miss each other, but we gonna communicate.
Yeah.
We've learned, and I don't think we ever had like a big issue with the lack of communication, but more so just reassurance.
Yeah.
Because I've come from where I come from when it comes to just not even him, just neglect. Like my issue, the trauma is neglect. So there is reassurance that's needed. And we had a girlfriend in the past that did a great job. She even needed reassurance, but she did reassurance. So it's like both understood that was something that I needed, and it wasn't overwhelming. It wasn't like every day I was kind of like, hey, so what the fuck y'all doing? That y'all doing this? Like it wasn't really that. It was more so like every now and then. Like for me, I didn't realize me and John been rocking since 2016. I didn't realize last year he not going nowhere, and I'm whole married to him. It was a switch that was like, oh, so he really not leaving. Like, oh,
you
so
know
you
what? It's
good,
crazy. You had
like,
these moments though.
He told you that.
John been telling me he ain't going nowhere since we've been together. He's been telling me I'm not going nowhere since we've been
like,
together.
Literally the same way.
I'm not going nowhere. I'm not going nowhere. And I was
And
like,
you just be looking like,
okay.
like I'm at that point. Like I literally, like he literally told me, he was like, you gonna be my wife. And I was like, really?
Okay.
You sure about that?
Yep.
You know I'm a little bit like
I think I asked you that after you proposed. I was like, are you sure? No, I said yes. It was like some time later. When I was just like, well, are you sure you want to get married? And John was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I'm like, you just don't understand, man.
I mean, but that's how to talk through our issues.
Yeah, dog, it be like
But
that
there's
sometimes.
issues, insecurities. That's
Yeah.
us talking through that for ourselves. Like
A lot.
that reassurance is everything.
Oh.
That
Because
reassurance.
you know how we
is
just
everything.
said, like, a man can talk his way out of pussy.
Yeah.
You can talk your way out of relationships. So many times in dating him, I had my friends here like, bitch, you're self-sabotaging.
Yeah.
Like, you're literally pushing away the person that you like because you're uncomfortable with the love and attention, right? So it got to be fake. It got to be phony, and you're waiting for the...
Right, it's too perfect.
But this is the thing, right?
And we gotta
If
get out
you
that
always waiting for the other
For
shoe
sure.
to drop, you'll create that shoe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you'll push that person away until something happens to create that other shoe, rather than say, and this is what I had to learn. Like, even though we're at a place where we want a girlfriend, and I'm open to it because I learned that if you pay attention to who people are, they're gonna always show you who they are. You have to decide, do you want to accept that or not? And if it works for your life. If it don't work, then fucking say it don't work. Instead of trying to fit a circle into a square, we try to fit circles into squares. So, and I'm not gonna like, gee, this ain't gonna work for you. It's cool because it ain't gonna work for me either. And I'm okay with that. We still cool. I'll see you on Tuesday. Like, we don't have to force it. I would accept that, and I would rather you be upfront about it than to be like, no, that's not it. No, it's this. No. I'm very honest. I'm very upfront. I am very intentional with everything I want. And when people are not, just pay attention because they're going to fucking show you.
Oh, absolutely.
They're going to show you. And then you start treating them accordingly. And they be confused. And then you be like, no. Bitch, you ain't going to work.
Oh, yeah. We definitely had a couple. Well, not a couple. We definitely had one like that.
We had a couple people. Oh, I'm sorry not to cut you off.
I
I
ain't
just
cut you off.
want to give a shout out to John McClain. You know, Sister
Shima.
Mary Clarence.
That's a Mary Clarence. I'm sick of you.
That's
Jerry.
Jay Bailey.
You know what I'm saying? Jamira said, girl, the pictures of the Barilla straight blew the fuck out of me.
Barilla? What's that?
What? Just Barilla.
I'm not
Mary and
sure.
Gorilla mixed together.
Just-
Gorillas.
You talk about the pictures like, baby, no, not her. Shima watching too. Shout out to Christopher Williams for watching. That's Look Chris. You don't see that?
No.
I got all that. Brian Lacey said, hello, everyone. Dang, you ain't got that either?
That's the last one I got. I ain't
Are
got
you watching from your page or a Moon in the Sky? Can
Did I
you?
mess up?
Yeah, go watch from the Moon in the Sky.
I'm sick of him. I'm so sick of him.
So anybody that's just joining us, we're talking about standards. And one of the questions that was asked by the lovely Brandy, aka the Cookie Lady, was what standard did we have in our relationship when dating? I think right now our standard is we talk about everything. Just let's talk.
I got another question though.
She
question like
She getting
she
it.
tried to figure it out.
She trying to figure it out.
Because
Man.
who do the picking? Like, do y'all do it together?
We both
We
Oh,
do it
yes,
together.
Yeah.
Always?
We always do
Always.
it together.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
So if
some,
you pick somebody,
There is no
bring
taking
it
one
to
for the
him.
team.
He say no.
It's instantly no.
If
or
he
is
say
it
no, it's
consideration?
It's no.
But is it instantly no?
If he say no, you gotta say no for it to instantly be no.
Okay.
Yeah, if I bring it to him and he be like, nah, I'm good, I'd be like,
and if
okay.
he bring it to you, it's the same.
If I say nah, I'm good, it's nah, I'm
And
good.
if, vice versa. They
Yeah.
say no.
but that's
so
no, you good can't. It's not always applied to the both of y'all. Cause
Yes,
y'all
it is.
can
Oh,
separate.
We
oh,
play
see,
we
I
play
didn't
together.
know.
Oh, okay.
We don't play separately.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't. We for us, we just chose not to. Especially where we're at right now, when we're looking for somebody.
Right.
You know, we want a third, like a permanent girlfriend. For us, we're not gonna do it separately.
That's understandable.
Yeah.
I would love for that.
Not to play separately.
No, we don't play separately. It's usually either us and another lady, or either us and a couple.
Yeah.
So
I'll let her get some head. If I know, see me, I'm all about feel. You know what I'm saying? I gotta know your intent. So which means I gotta know you. If I know you, I know your intent. Cool. I wouldn't have a problem with a motherfucker doing it. but just willy-nilly out like at a party or some shit like
Some
whoa,
random dude, like,
no,
no.
man, I don't know this nigga. This nigga.
So is
man.
that all y'all
Because, see,
preference though? You rather be somebody y'all know?
Yeah.
I don't like
we
strangers.
talk.
I don't like strangers. At least have a conversation
Or
with
I've-
them,
yeah.
get to know them, you know.
Or seen them at a few parties
Right.
and
Other
know
than
that they're not on
it's not-
bullshit.
Right.
Because it's all about intent.
Yep.
Right? And being a man,
They
I
gotta
know
have
men
the right vibe
who's
for
been
me.
Yes.
fucking women and took the rub off mid-pump.
Oh.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
She
I've
said
known
this
men. I've known men who has STDs and still went and had sex with women without telling.
Oh, Lord.
You know what I'm saying? Just like you a woman and you know nasty ass bitches who
Yeah.
will still fucking nigga and don't tell them shit.
Nothing.
Sure.
So you know, you have to know a motherfucker,
That makes sense.
you know, if you're giving them, you know, your
body.
world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and if you get some bad vibes from them and shit, like,
It's a
no,
no-go.
dude,
It's gonna be no back.
It be women out here think they can throw their coochie and take
Oh,
away your whole
my
relationship. Like,
Jesus.
girl.
That's a whole lot.
Oh, it's niggas out here that think they can fuck the fuck you out of your relationship too. So it really is about like
It's really about knowing it and the vibe. Like
Yeah.
if like whatever they project out, you can tell instantly about what they about.
Yep.
Whatever they projecting out, you can be like, yeah, no.
it's some really
Cause
open.
trust me, I
Yeah.
literally have done it. Like,
Yep. John, like, what about them? I'm okay.
Now, do you feel like you came in with John, so I'm gonna ask you: do you feel like you were more free or more open to different people and without even knowing them sometimes, just
When you
because
were
when you
single?
were single?
You know what? Yeah. Because
Same.
when I was single, it was more like,
Just for you, yeah.
Just,
just
you
me.
know, me, it was just like, no, you know, but
'cause
now.
I chased her for 5 years and shit until I had a wife.
Facts. Last year in the pool.
And I knew.
In the
I
pool.
knew I was a good looking nigga. I was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck, bro?
Last year in the pool. You walked down the pool. He literally said out loud, "There go my crush." And I'm like, "Who?
But I mean, at that in particular, like me being single, it's like I'm always getting approached by couples. So it was just like, and I hate that there's such a stigmatism on unicorns.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know, when couples say, "Oh, you," no.
Just because I'm a unicorn,
I'm
I
like,
don't
just
have a
'cause
standard.
It's not even that. Just
Hey,
because
hey,
I'm
y'all.
single.
Real sad part. What is a unicorn?
Oh wait, sorry.
Go ahead.
She's vanilla.
Okay. We got the education. Bro.
No.
Wait,
Just go
wait.
back and watch the first video. We lay it all out. Every time.
So,
Okay.
A unicorn is a single woman that looks for couples only.
Oh, okay.
Couples actually look for unicorns.
Yes.
So, me being me, I've never, ever, I've been in lifestyle for 26 years. I've never been a unicorn because I like to do my own shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I never classified myself. I never knew what to classify myself until I started getting more education. I was more solo poly than anything.
Mm-hmm.
So if I decided to play with them, that's my own doing, not because they came to me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I hated when I was saying I always got looked at as a unicorn. No. Because just because I might want to fuck you, I probably don't want to fuck your bitch.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Or I might want to fuck your bitch, but nigga, I don't want to touch you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm that type of person. I do what I want when the fuck I want to do it. So now that I'm actually in a relationship,
It's the air.
I'm
Yeah, but I was
actually.
just about to say something.
It
in my head. Same shit.
It definitely is. Because, baby, listen, you know how many couples I have looked at? Like, yeah, no.
When is your birthday?
March 30th.
Oh,
It's a March Aries, baby. You know,
My brother
it's
is
a
March
different
Aries.
thing of meanings than them.
So it's like, I have looked at people like, yeah, no.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, she'll tell you, we went on a whole cabin trip.
Oh, yeah.
Whole cabin trip. Baby, when I tell you I'm so happy I was on my period.
Say you ain't even got to talk long.
And I bet you some niggas that still willing to get back.
She even driving that Red River.
Baby, they was sitting there trying. Look, I started. She left the came and stepped out me like, hey, boo. I'm like, hey, boo. Oh, shit. Yeah, that's like, I'm with them. I want no problem. No problem.
Shout out to Desiree. My sister just sent us 20 stars.
Oh, thank you, Desiree.
Luau King is watching. What up, Dre?
Hey, Dre.
What up, Dre?
Keita, what up? What Ishay, what up? What up?
His page suspect. What is wrong with Jay Bailey?
I don't know who she's talking about. So
You talking about your page when you was on your page instead of Moon and Sky.
Yes, his page suspect.
I knew she always. See, I'm gonna have to get her because she found the right spot to get
Give
a roast
your
up
ass.
out of her.
She
It's
said,
right there.
but
It's
she
right
did
there.
say she hates that stigma about unicorns.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
people seem to think, and I'm not gonna hold you because there's been a couple of unicorns that think because they're unicorns we supposed to accept them, and I've been like,
That
nah.
So they entitled to somebody.
Yes, like I'm a unicorn. That's great. I'm not interested. You cool though,
Like I know,
like you know what I'm saying? Like you cool, but I'm just not. We're not interested.
They be like, oh, so you, yeah, no.
And it's a sense that people think it's back to like
It's
when
that
I hear
stigma.
when I hear older men say, "Take me back to the old days of lifestyle," it makes me cringe. And the reason why is they're talking about the non-consensual days where they think they can just walk in a party and touch and grab anything that they
I won't
because
necessarily
they used
say
to
that.
be able to do that.
I
You know
won't
what I'm saying?
necessarily say
No,
that.
It's
it ain't
I
like
said
that.
older, not us talking about the last 10, 12 years. I'm talking about older. And she know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about older, the 70s and the 60s.
Oh, okay.
They and
Everything was not consensual in the 70s and 60s.
Shit. Women had no voice.
and in the 90s and the early 2000s, they want to go back to the time where women couldn't say something. These guys that was going to parties, when they came in, the women was there for their choosing. And they couldn't say, I want you, and not more so. Like, when I see older guys have a problem when women only comment on other women, and it's a lot of, as they say, it's a lot of girl-on-girl shit going on here. It ain't never, when they make those comments, like, just because you're not chosen.
I've noticed that.
Yeah, just
I
because
know
you're not
that.
chosen and nobody's interested into you and your single stinking dick ass, don't make it mean that it's not like it used to be. Women don't feel as safe as they used to. So they feel safer saying, it's okay for me to say you're beautiful in your picture because you might not act crazy and jump in my inbox with
That
dick
part.
pics.
Oh,
Than me to
Lord.
tell him that he looks nice.
Right.
Because he thinks because we're in a lifestyle, I'm automatically going to be susceptible to his passes.
I don't know no niggas like that.
I do.
Like what?
I've heard of
I don't
it.
know no niggas.
They
I'm
just
not
heard
saying
it.
no personally, but it is some
yes,
out
it is
there.
it's a
Oh,
It's
pandemic.
definitely.
Yeah.
But you know what? You even got these new schoolers that's coming in and don't know shit about the etiquette.
Yep.
Because there's been plenty of times I've told motherfucker, do you want your dick?
Hmm.
And they be like, what you mean? If you don't move it the fuck out of my face, you about to lose it.
Mm-hmm. It's
Like, I do miss when it was more exclusivity to it.
Yes.
When you had to know, like, I had to know you, but you had to know her, and then you had to know her, and then you had to know the person that was throwing the party.
and you had to vouch for the person that you were bringing.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I miss.
Yeah.
You know,
I
I just
appreciate when
never-
people ask us that for our parties.
yeah, I just never,
I'm
I
always
never
that
thought.
type. I be like,
even
it's cool if I
when
can
I
bring
was
this person.
single.
I don't just automatically bring anybody. That's just me.
I never thought, even when I was single out here and I was a bull, I never thought that it was okay to just grab on a woman.
So can I ask you, back in the day when you went to house parties or you went to juke parties, you didn't just grab a woman's hand or just grab a woman and start dancing with her?
No, I always made sure with some type of eye contact.
Gotcha. So
You
you
know
want
what
to
I'm
do
saying?
that if I walk past you at the bar, that's the I know I feel one of these.
All my movement was a vibe. It was always an eye contact. So if I'm walking, say for instance, I come.
See, that's my
in the
damn
bar.
problem now. That's how I got this last one.
You made eye contact.
Yeah,
She know what to do.
she made eye contact contact with me in the car.
The street light. I made eye contact at the light, and
If she never would have looked at me, I never would have followed.
I really don't remember the whole eye contact thing. He like, you gave me a look coming down the stairs. I'm like, no, because it was a lot motherfucking shit going on, and I couldn't understand. I just didn't understand what just I just went through. And I just walked down, and he was just like, no, see, he was like, I want you to take me on the tour. This is not safe. This is definitely not going to be a good thing. It might be a good thing, but it's not safe. It's the eye contact. Like, my daughter tell me, she be like, Mom, you flirt weird. She said,
I flirt with my eyes too.
I flirt with my eyes.
Yeah, it's the eye contact. I said all I did was look at you and smile. John like, nah, that ain't what the fuck you did. I'm like, that is what I did.
So wait. Y'all sitting here saying that y'all didn't know what y'all was doing with y'all eyes?
No, sometimes normally it's just a look.
And then if you catch you, then you know.
You catch the right look,
And if you smile, I'ma smile.
You gotta catch that mid-thought look.
But you don't get that look to any of my
No.
But sometimes I flirt without meaning to flirt.
Yep. Or I just flirt to be
You
flirting.
can flirt to be flirting and without meaning, but them eyes.
I just looked over in traffic, was like, oh, okay.
Right. See, that's what it was.
I was like, in my head, I said, oh, he's
It
cute.
was a message.
And then he smiled back, and I was
He
like,
caught you in that thought.
let me go about my business. And that nigga was like, follow that car.
Because he knew what them eyes meant.
You know.
I don't try, but it just be funny.
And then I tell you, I was just flirting, and I flirt with everybody.
What's happening to the computer?
Battery low.
Your battery is low.
Oh, no, I said.
So,
Go ahead. Okay, y'all, it's 9:36.
Oh, see?
See, John gonna fix. I definitely use mine. See, Shantae said she used her ass.
Exactly.
She said, I definitely see when you got.
but you know what's so crazy? Like, motherfuckers call me, like, I have heard from over 20 people, they like, Shamar, you're a self-defense. And I'm like, what do you mean? I'm like, what? They're like, you draw people to you for some odd reason. I'm like, but I don't try to. I literally be like, I just sit in the corner.
Like a moth to a flame.
The
burned by
bad fire, right?
That's not, it's the light. You know, it's when you have a light in you, people are
And
naturally
you know
drawn
what's
to
so
that
crazy,
light.
Chris? That he said it was just something about you. Like, you stood out more than anybody else at that fucking party. And I'm just like, oh, okay.
And I'm like, I just smiled at you at the street light. All it did. All it did.
All I kept saying was good morning.
Good morning in the group.
Yep, in the group. Good morning. Saying good morning. And he's like, oh, you must like me. I'm like, we wasn't even trying to go down this road.
With your current mate, did you have to adjust your standards?
I really didn't have any.
I told you I was just getting into mine. So I knew at that point, I knew I wanted to really date in a sense. Because I had somebody that I was kind of like dating. We would go out. He was the opposite of everybody else. So he was someone in a sense that this person before my current mate. He would take me out. He would do all the date stuff or soon to be couple stuff, but that's not what he was looking for.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to find someone that was by that time my standards were date someone intentional.
Gotcha.
I think with me, I can say I didn't have him because I didn't know,
Mm-hmm.
so to speak. It's like I knew what I wanted. I knew I wanted to be loved for me. I knew I wanted to be looked at for me, for the person who I am. In previous relationships, it was never that. It was always okay, we're going to hang out. Then some was just like, oh, we fuck. Okay, we're fucking. Basically, I would think it's a relationship, but it's technically a fuck ship.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Preaching
Or
to the
it's
choir.
a situationship. Like I said, last I dealt with my fuck for 5 years, and it was just like, okay. And then this recent shit, it was just like, he had no intentions.
Yeah.
Okay, so why did I waste my time?
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I knew where my heart was. Not necessarily, you know, he could tell me where his heart was, but it's like for the longest, because I never felt that I was worthy enough.
Gotcha.
So it's like with past relationships, I never thought that I was worthy enough to be somebody's woman because it was always you hear that, oh, you'll make a good wife.
Ooh, girl,
you'll make a good girlfriend one. You'll make something. Okay, so we've been doing, so why not you? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when Chris came along, it was, this man has caught me in tears plenty of times just for him giving me praise. Telling me how much of a wonderful woman I am. Telling me that he got everything he needs right here. Mind you, this man is 24 years old. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, what?
Yeah.
Huh? You know, at this point, I'm feeling like I'm a teenage girl all over again. You know, butterflies in the stomach, heart palpitating, hand palms, you know, sweaty palms and stuff. And I'm just like, you know, and it's like he would give so much praise to me. So it's like, okay, I am worthy. I am worthy of this. You know. So it's like I've cried plenty of times in his presence because I've never had that. Like I've always had it from somebody, a fuck buddy, or you know,
someone
you know that somebody I didn't feel that way towards, or I had feelings for that person, but I knew it wasn't going no further than that. But it was just like, just to hear him give me praise. But what really got me with him is the praise he gave me when I wasn't there.
Yeah,
that's
how
what
good to
got
speak about
me
you when you're not in his presence.
when I wasn't there. So even if we are there together, he off mingling, talking to people. Because of course, I always be with people that are more social butterflies than I am. I'm the stick in the corner.
You gotta get to know Siobhan first. Cause she gonna be in that corner and be looking mean and shit. And she'll be like, what's up, but she's sweet as ever.
So, I mean, he's that social butterfly. And then for somebody just to come up to me and be like, oh my God, the way this man loves you. And I could only sit there with these cheeks red as shit, face hurting for smiling like, oh.
Let me tell you though, I had to get used to that.
Really?
Oh
I'm really getting used to it because it's like I've never had that type of reassurance, that type of praise, you know. Like he just praises me, baby, you are awesome. You are an amazing mother. You're an amazing woman. He was like, you are going to make an amazing wife to me. Wait, what? Huh?
It's a big difference. It's a big difference.
Say that again. And it definitely is.
That's the intent that we're talking about.
Yes.
That's the intent. It's different from, we can tell when somebody talking shit and just talking out the side of their ass just to be talking. And then it's different when it's intentional. Yeah. Like not only your words, but your movement, your actions. Yeah. Go along with that.
Yeah. And it's trustworthy.
Oh yeah. And you feel comfortable and you just melt into it.
Like I've had so many people come to me and be like, I like your feet. And I'm like, what do you mean? They're like, you are glowing, you're open, you're having fun, you're not in a corner. I still be in there sometimes.
I think in partnership, it's like a scratch and snip. They scratch, and it's a part of you that opens up, and it's a different part of you, and it's a part of you that you probably, because we should all learn from each other, right? Yeah. Friendships, relationships, you learn different things about yourself from dealing with people. So even with relationships, like John will always tell, he'll say, I dress like I worked at a bank. I've been working in finance for like, shit.
And her attire said something.
16 years, right? So I worked in finance for 16 years. So being that I'm limited on funds, I gotta buy clothes according to my work. Because hell, I spend most of my time at work not kicking it. Right. So it was adjusting my wardrobe and being more comfortable. And instead of standing awkward, like I remember the first picture John took of me in lingerie, I was so awkward and uncomfortable. I was extremely uncomfortable. I still remember how uncomfortable I was. And I was almost uncomfortable to the point I'm in the picture in my mind. I'm like, oh, would he hurry up and take this picture?
I didn't feel like that.
Like, I was.
He's trying to enjoy the moment.
Yeah, and I'm just
like, gaze up on your beauty.
It was the fake smile for me.
like, I'm trying to be comfortable in my skin, but I wasn't there yet. And being with him, one thing I learned was just to be comfortable in the skin that I'm in. Like, I've always had a shield of confidence, right?
Yeah, I
but
think
to
we all
be
do.
comfortable is way different than the confidence. And it was almost like, I'll be like, well, what I look like in this? He like, how you feel? Do you feel sexy? Walk. Let me see you walk. And I'll be like, boy, how I look in this fucking house? And he'd be like, no, walk. And then he'd be like, let me take a picture. And it just, him doing that, now I'd be so mad, like, take my picture. He'd be like, can't we get out of here? No, nigga, you been my photographer.
You got her too used to it.
From every angle. You know what I'm
You
saying?
created the monster.
My job is done.
You can't create it and then leave it.
Shit, I ain't left nowhere. I'm just in the buying selfie stick.
The selfie stick
It ain't gonna be the same angle.
You don't get all angles.
All the I be sending him like different reels and shit, showing him different angles for photos. I'm on it. But a lot of it came from just him. He talked about me praising him. He spoke a lot of life for me that I didn't know I needed. And just saying, are you comfortable? And I'm like, I actually am kind of comfortable. He like, you look good. I don't understand what the question is. And I'm like, okay.
Right.
Well, you know, my legs and, you know, you can see my thighs. He like, I like your thighs. Your thighs look good. I don't know no man ever complained about some thighs.
Okay, no.
Can we go now?
Baby, listen.
You
It's
that part
that,
of it.
because it's that thing, because this extra tummy down.
Ooh, they don't care nothing about that. They just gonna
They
move it up.
don't.
Girl, you don't have to move it up, but I'm just saying,
Yes.
it's just here, and I just be like, I be like, baby, listen, I'm tired of looking like I'm 5 months pregnant and certain shit.
Look, John hit me with the make up your mind because I like it either way.
He be like, baby, you okay? You okay? I be like,
I got with you when you had it. I was with you when you lost it, and it came back. So, because I had lost a whole lot of weight at one point and was really, really smarter than I was, and it wasn't healthy. I was stressing. Life was life, and it was a lot of adjustment. So even then, he was like, "Well, you're not eating. Keep losing a lot of weight. The fuck is you doing?" You know, it was never like you look bad. I don't like how you look. It was never anything negative. And even when I lost weight and I was still uncomfortable, he was like, you look good. You look good in that dress. Is that what you're wearing? Okay, you gonna wear that? Find something to wear so we can go. Because I'm like, okay, I'm gonna pick it. You know, and even that, these are the shoes that I pick. And it was like, okay, thank you. You know, and it just helped. It made things a lot easier to deal with.
But that's how you know you really care about the person, because you be like, okay, how do I look at this? I be like, should I wear this or should I wear this? Where we going? Are we matching today or are we not matching
I
today?
was saying pictures like, so babe,
Yes.
like we just went to the swipe party yesterday. So he called me Friday morning.
About outfits.
I said, babe, did you get your wipe? Yeah. I said, okay, that didn't happen. Sir, what do you have? You know, I think I got a white, tee.
Oh, what?
I said, you come to my house in a white t-shirt like you just got off the block serving.
Not off the block.
I'm going to kick your ass all up and down in my block. So I'm going to need you to figure the fuck out.
Go get something.
He was like, what do you mean? I said, because if I come outside looking curt,
and you got on a
you
white
look like
tee.
I have on a whole motherfucking white tee, boy, I'm going to beat the shit out you in my goodness.
I'll be bad as hell. So,
So my kids was like, we checking them out. Hold on. My daughter was like, I'm going to the cops.
Like, make sure he right before he come in.
You know, but yeah, like this relationship is totally different. Like, it's so crazy. My grandbaby even loves him. Like, he was just asking. He was like, Bumba. I said, what? Mama Chris. I said, he at home. No, call Chris, tell him. I'm like, okay.
The fact that y'all
That's
old enough to
different.
have grandkids is like crazy to me.
Girl, it was not intentional. Trust me.
Yeah.
It was not intentional.
Because 40 where? On who? I wouldn't put that on either one of y'all.
Thank you. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
But
Next
they
time.
be thinking my kid, my daughters are my little sisters. I'm like, no, those my kids.
Mine as well.
I can see that.
I'm like, those my kids.
Okay, so Shantae said I'm a big ass flirt, but I might go to sleep on your ass too. I'm working on staying woke.
She is. She is.
I swear that baby got narcolepsy.
My girl was that naughty girl knocked out. She was that naughty girl knocked out.
She was like, I had some fun, but I was asleep. I was
That
that baby be tired. No matter gets some drinks in it. I think Shantae spent the night after the last part. She left at what, 2? Like 12 to 12, between 12 and 2.
No, I had
The
to
next-
be after that.
No,
the
PM.
next. Okay, that's not more like it.
She came downstairs like, hey y'all. Cause she fell asleep upstairs on the couch. We just throw a blanket over you. And wherever you fall asleep, we throw a blanket over you, keep it moving.
Yep.
She like, hey y'all. I was like, hey boo. Okay, so Sherry to hey boo, she said moving forward, the bar has been set higher traditionally. One could come as they are. I'm such a fixer problem solver. And the one that pours in. Now I desire someone who's capable of sharpening me. And on that note, y'all, it is 9:50. I ain't know we've been up here talking this long.
Nigga, I was trying to get in. Y'all was having
A ladies' night conversation.
yeah, so I just, I ain't want you to think I went on the job.
No.
Job.
I know you are. I know you got it over there, player. So I want to say, let's do this. So we're gonna do our announcements real quick. Y'all get y'all drinks ready. So we do our last drink of the night. Not right now yet. Cause she done had to refill. She been sipping. I told her to make sure her cup was full enough.
I did.
And then she refilled.
I did. This was my refill. So today we have the podcast. Tomorrow's Tippy Tuesday. Make sure y'all check him out. Where's it at, John?
On 87th to St. Lawrence at the Licorice Lounge.
And he got tacos and nachos again. And that fire. I don't know. You know I gotta go in the office. So we'll figure that out. Wednesday to Tippy Tuesday.
Oh, yeah.
Wednesday, I don't know what's going on Thursday. Friday, Meet for More is having it's a kickback at the Linger on Friday. That's where you going.
Oh, you ain't gonna be here.
I ain't gonna be here. I'll be out of town. Yeah, Linger is in Oak Forest.
Yeah.
Me and John don't usually go to events without each other. That is not something that, we practice, but he going to the 90s Glow Party.
Oh, it's a 90s glow party?
Yes, it's a 90s Glow Party at the Linger Martini Bar, 4142 West 167th Street. And it is given by Meet for More. So it's this Friday at Linger. It's a 90s Glow Party. John will be there. I'm going to pick out his outfit because I already know what you can wear and which Jordans you can wear.
So he was going, and he fully dressed.
He is going.
When he didn't know though.
Yes, he did.
No, I knew I was going. I didn't know it was a 90s glow party.
Oh, well, now he knows.
Yeah, I'm gonna be gone
And she got your
out
outfit
of
together.
town.
That's a win right
See
there.
this?
I got it in mind what I think you should
Something
wear.
about that
I'm
guy.
gonna get a t-shirt made though.
Okay.
Oh,
Look
that's
at
the
this
90s.
damn Jodeci boots.
Airbrush
Coming and
made.
talking about Casey, JoJo. Y'all let me know because if it's karaoke, I'm gonna need to see all the videos.
9 times out of 10, it might be.
Oh, be ready for my
It's on Friday,
upload.
so it might be on,
Because come Thursday starts my ladies weekend. I will be out of town on my girls trip. Be ready for the pajama party pictures, the party bus pictures, the brunch pictures. Your girl finna get it in this weekend.
Well, I'm glad you followed me on everything today.
So you can see it.
So
Starting,
she can live vicariously through you.
we did our poll, and starting next month, for the month of June, we're going to move our podcast to Wednesdays. From everybody that's doing the poll, they gave us the feedback, and we really, really appreciate it. We're going to go ahead and bump it to Wednesdays. It seemed like a better night to do things, and this summer we can, hump day be good days to kick it. And it'd be good for me because I ain't got to go into office, and maybe I can show up at a Tuesday. So, with that said, I want to thank all these beautiful women who, because I was going to cancel tonight. But
No. Look, I was like, so due to the holidays,
baby, I've been recovering. I had cousins weekend, and I've been recovering. But no. I really appreciate everybody coming here, giving your feedback, giving your side and your view on everything. And I love Ladies Night. And I love it when y'all are here. So I hope y'all make it to next month, Ladies Night, not next week.
Mm-hmm.
And then starting next month, y'all will catch us in June on Wednesday. So thank you everybody that came to watch A Moon in the Sky, A Slice of Probably Pie. Whether you watch us on YouTube or X or on Facebook, we here. We ain't going nowhere. Producer, can you stop? The producer's still laying there knowing he gotta get up and stop the video.
But we ain't doing our shot.
Oh, wait. I forgot. I gotta do my sound off.
Yeah, you gotta do your sign off, boo.
My sign off is this.
See what I'm saying?
Standards are like stop signs. They are just there to make you pause for a moment and check out the situation. Don't get stuck in that shit.
It's a stop sign, not a stoplight.
There you go. All right, y'all. Have a good week. I love y'all. Good night. Hey, that was a good one. I need to put that on a t-shirt.
Absolutely.
I gotta start trademarking a lot of shit.
John's so
Solid.
stupid.
He is. Man, I told him I'm looking to do that by the end of the summer. We'll have a Moon in the Sky merch. So my ain't shit week about